Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to do a question from variations, actually partial variations. Number 12 of the paper, a quantity P varies partly as Q and partly as the square root of Q. Given that P equals to 30 when Q is 9 and P equals to 14 when Q is 16, find P when Q is 36. Remember to subscribe to our channel and to also share the link with your friends. To begin with, we're going to have the raw expression of this statement, P varying partly as Q and partly as the square root of Q. That is the first statement. So we can now replace the sign of proportionality with an equal sign and constants. When you hear the word partly, then you should know that we should have two parts of this original expression. So P is going to be, let's say, a constant like K times Q plus a different constant, let's say C, the square root of Q. Then now we are given some conditions that P equals to 30 when Q is 9. So P equals to 30 when Q is 9. So we're going to have 9K plus the square root of 9, which is 3, times C. We call this one equation 1. Then we are told further that P is 14 when Q is 16. So P is 14 when Q is 16. So this we're going to have 16K, sorry, because 16 is the Q. So we have K here, 16K plus the square root of Q, which is 16, we get 4, then times the other constant, which is C. This one becomes now our second equation. So now solving the two equations simultaneously will give us the values of the constants. I'm going to start with the substitution method, whereby from equation 1, I'm going to say that 3C equals to 30 minus 9K. Then C becomes 10 minus 3K when I divide it through. This is from equation 1. 3C becomes 30 minus 9K. Then we divide through by 3 to have 10 and negative 3. So in the second equation now, wherever we have C, we substitute with the 10 minus 3K. So that the second equation now becomes 14 equals to 16K plus 4 instead of C, 10 minus 3K. So now this equation can be opened and we have 14 equals to 16K plus 40 minus 12K. So 16K, when we start grouping like terms together now, minus 12K becomes 4K. So we shall have 4K being equal to, when we take 14 and we subtract 40, we get negative 26. So K now becomes, when we divide by 4 through, we get negative 6.5. Negative 6.5. Then with negative 6.5 now, C is going to become 10 minus 3 into negative 6.5. So this multiplied by 3, then multiplied by, it becomes positive. Then we add 10. So 29.5. This becomes positive 19.5. So now with C and K, we can say P is equal to K, which is negative 6.5 Q, plus 29, which is our C, 0.5, the square root of Q. So now that is the equation connecting the two variables. Then now, from this we can find P when Q is 36. So negative 6.5 times 36. Then we add 29.5, the square root of 36, which is 6. So in this case, we're going to obtain negative 6.5 by 36, then plus 29.5 by 6. this is going to give us negative 57 as the answer.